So YouTube, how do you define you? You don't have to listen to I am affirmations if that's not your thing. At what point did you define you? Did you really define you? Or did society, your friends, your family define you? Ask yourself, who am I? Really, who am I? And pay attention to what comes out when you think about defining who you are, what you like, what you dislike, what you're into, what your priorities are. What do you think people would say about you if they were to describe you? What's inside, what's outside, what's seen and unseen? What makes you you? And try to figure out who defined that. Was it something that you decided, you defined as someone that you want to be? Or was it a definition that was placed upon you? Are there some areas in your life that you're boxing yourself in or putting yourself down because you are not what you should be? You should be thinner. You should be fitter. You should be richer. You should be more productive. I don't know, your guilty pleasures. I shouldn't enjoy this type of music. What is it that you think you are when you describe you? And are there some things you need to let go of shoulding on yourself about, either less or more? Once we put ourselves in a box, it's hard to climb out of it. And sometimes that box is good, and it's the person that you envision, that you like, that you want to be. But sometimes you're trying to squeeze into a box or stay in a box that people in the world around you have put you in, and you're striving so hard, or you're guilting yourself so much for not measuring up to a bar that doesn't exist. So that's question number one. Who are you? When and how did you decide that that's who you are? Is that really who you are? Or is that an image you're trying to keep up with that may not be important or may not be relevant to who you are, who you truly are, or may not be the type of person that you wish to be? When people describe you as an angry person and you really don't want to be an angry person, it's an area that you can work on. So, number one, who are you? When did you define it? Who defined it? Is it really relevant? There is no box. You make your own box. You become the person you want to be. Not that you should. There is no should. There's only you. And you define who you want to be. Number two. Two fingers for two. I am. Question mark. What follows in your head when you describe I am? Is it a diatribe of negativity? Negativity. I have an accent this morning. And is it I am slow? I am unhappy. I am sore. I am tired. I am fat. I am ugly. I am worthless. You need to catch that. Speaking I am, and then listening to your inner voice about what flows forth unprovoked can give you a real good indication of where your head space is at and your heart space is at and your self-love or lack of self-love is at. So question your identity. Who put you in that box? Is it the box you want to be in? If it is, great. Identify who you want to be realistically and who's putting that pressure. Does it even need to be there? And then say, I am, and just listen to what flows out of your head into your mind. And that tape is playing continually in your unconscious, and you don't even realize it. You don't even need to say I am. Just have a circumstance come up that triggers that I am definition. Pass a mirror if you don't like yourself and your looks. And that plays in your head and you're not even aware of it. So by consciously saying, I am out loud, and then just listening to yourself, you can begin to understand all those self-definitions that you have, and the ones that are good and the ones that are bad. And then what you do is you counteract the ones that are bad consciously in your mind and out loud by their contrary, by the thing that you do want, by the thing that is true. If you feel I am ugly, say I am beautiful. I am beautiful. If you're anxious a lot, I am safe. I am calm. I am. Even if you don't believe it at first, this shit is hardwired into your brain as an automatic response, and it's not real. It's just a perspective. You are no more or less capable of stability. Relatively speaking, I have bipolar. I'm not saying that, you're going to grow wings and be the perfect version of yourself and all your problems are going to go away with I am statements and modifying your self-definition. But a whole heavy weight will be taken off of you if you can stop that negative diatribe, especially the things that are needless. You'll feel less guilt for just being who you are. You'll be able to be more vulnerable about who you actually are, more open about who you actually are. You'll embrace and love the uniqueness that is you. And you'll have this weight taken off of you of all this should that was never meant to be yours. It was never meant to be anyone's, measuring up in some artificial way to a box that doesn't exist. Or things that were placed on us by trauma or difficult others or difficult situations, that I'm a failure, that I'm incapable, that I'm stupid. All of that is not true. All of that you can train yourself out of. And that you have to reach some societal bar, that you should go to school, that you should have a certain job. It's all shoulding on yourself, and it's all irrelevant. You're you. You decide who you want to be, but to decide who you want to be, you have to actually take a look at, how do I define myself? When did I decide that? Who decided that? How would others define me? What am I putting out there? You have to take a look at it. And you have to take a listen to it. Speak I am, hear yourself, and then correct the incorrect and stop pushing to fit into a box that isn't yours. It's your life. It's your you. It's your constitution. It's your day. It's yours. You're you. Allow yourself to be you and embrace who you are with positive I am. Retrain yourself, and it also opens up the capacity to understand that identity is malleable. So you're not trapped in who you are. You can change it if you don't like it. It opens up a door to possibility. Love you guys. I am busy today, but I'm happy. Happy to be alive. I'm happy. Good morning, YouTube. Goodbye.